will say. But we take example for them, like the two high towers. So anyway, you should realize the two high towers over here, Alexander the Great came to Egypt after that. That was the beginning of the Great Empire. Do you know that I will walk with you back to the country into three great kingdoms? We say we have Old Kingdom, Middle Kingdom, and the New Kingdom. The Old Kingdom. The people of the Middle Kingdom are really wicked. And that's why we collect it. That's in fact 134 columns for 134 columns. You remember what? That's why the great King City the First, the father of the spoiled boy Ramses II, had erected 134 columns. He did well. And then he died, he couldn't decorate all of them. He decorated a couple of them. The great King City the First died. Once Ramses II took over the throne of Egypt, we were expecting a lot from him. We had ceilings made out of sycamore wood. It was made out of gold for Ramses II next to every pillar. They were more than 22 kilograms of gold.
They connect this small answer with the gap rock. When you go to the field tomorrow, you have something you can develop later. When you see the guys like the scarab,
Perché si attivava el Nilo, sí, era entrada. El Nilo en la época faraónica tuvo dos cursos. Por eso cuando llegó inundación fuerte.
Who loved himself more than that? Ramses is still the most powerful king in Egypt. He added a fifth of the gold after 200 years to the main population. We discovered such a strange mosque. Has no relationship with it. We have a mosque. Mosque for the sheikh, like sheikh, leader, imam. We call him like that in Arabic. Sheikh. He's very wealthy religious. We call it Greek Byzantine style. We got two Greek refugees. Do you know that man killed in 6 years around 500,000 Christians in 6 years? 500,000. Almost the most of the Christian people living in the Middle East.
Okay, other people like me.
It's not Hatshepsut, so it was not taken away like other scenes. But Moses the third, how do you know, how do we identify the king by the cartouche as I said before? So we have wing from the two brothers, center of battery, and the beast. Do you remember the giant? Look at here.
But the one which is open and closed every couple of years, the tomb of Nefertari over there. It's magnificent tomb. The largest and the biggest ever in the Valley of the Kings, the tomb of Nefertari. It's very impressive. It's like magic. It's like 300 square meter big.
We're just below now.
Oh, mighty close.
That's pretty damn cool, that is, isn't
einen Kanal gebaut bis zum Stadtfeld. Dann hat man eine Rampe gebaut, eine Streckerampe.
Down to the edge of the river, 200 kilometers away from here, from the quarry.
Well, they want to stand there like sheep, that's up to them.
I have to make my own temple. I'm busy, man. Anyway, if I have still enough time, I'll finish later. He did it. He spent. All of these damages happened by Christmas months. So he's told me. He's still and after he became like, let's say, 10, 11 years old, she started
getting hot though.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Lovely down there.
because of this adding extra layers of plaster and
The flooding to them became really hard. So this has to work really close. And no problem to cut the thin stones and move up. Here is the mountain.
Permission granted, sir.
Dedicated to Sekhmet, the lioness-headed goddess, goddess of wars. And the statue, the only statue for Sekhmet, the lioness-headed goddess of wars, made out of grey granite, is over there behind you. Can you see it? In very, very bad condition. It looks ugly, in fact. But that's the only statue made out of grey granite for Sekhmet, the lioness-headed goddess, goddess of wars. And this temple made for Sekhmet, because the Greeks were professional warriors. And they said we have to make temple for that famous Egyptian goddess of wars to be very powerful and nice with the Egyptian people. Do you know this temple is the smallest ever? And it's not very attractive temple like the others, like Komombo, like Edfu, like Philae. But we have the nicest columns ever. The most beautiful columns in Egypt in this small kiosk. Shall we go inside? And
Yeah.
you see the details, beautiful carving, and still some colors on the ceiling as well. Come close. Many parts and many rooms. Part number 1 we are missing. Remind me, what we're supposed to see over there? Excellent, pylon. Part number 2.
The altar?
The big, yeah, that's one of the missing parts anyway. The first open courtyard is missing. Just a statue of Sekhmet over there. The room in the middle it still exists. And that's why we can see this temple. This is not a temple, this is just part of temple. Not completed and not completely discovered even. I'm supposed to show you outside the room of the documentary. After that we have to see antechamber was used as a room for the perfume. Finally, the altar. Where is the altar of Esna temple? Underneath the village. We keep telling those people to move to another place. And some of them already moved. And they were very cooperated people. And they really moved to many other places. And they are quite happy with the new life, with the new business. But the others are still hustling. And they're still saying to the Egyptian government, never in your bloody dreams, we never move over our dead bodies. They are asking for millions to move from that place. Because they realize it very well. Maybe they are ignorant. But they realize that underneath their own villages and their own mud brick houses, unbelievable, priceless treasures. The sanctuary of Esna temple is not discovered right now. It must be discovered in the future, but maybe one day we move whole the village and we discover what's underneath. Also, there are 3 tunnels underground, underneath the level of the whole area, not even underneath the temple, full of gold, full of bronze, full of lovely treasures and furniture. All the private property of the king Ptolemy VII, who made this temple, is still intact underneath your feet and underneath the village which is around Esna city. So the problem that the sanctuary, just right there. You know how long ago, how far the altar room, which is full of gold and treasures, is still intact, away from here? It must be like 38 meters underneath the level of the village. So we have to take the rubble and rocks away. We have to move all the houses. Then you will see this unbelievable priceless treasure inside the sanctuary. The most important scene in this temple. That temple is not that different from the other Egyptian and Greek shrines. It's exactly the same, like all what we have seen from the beginning of the cruise. Offering scenes on the columns, offering scenes on the walls, the kings standing, paying homage and sacrificing lovely things to the gods. Nothing has changed. The same reliefs and the same inscriptions. The only unique scene in this temple is really good. I would like to show it to you. And that's why I took you in that heat to this temple. It's a symbolic scene for the persecution of the Christianity. But you'll be amazed, because when I say persecution of Christianity, you are expecting to show you a Roman emperor, like Nero or Trajan or Caligula, standing on the dead bodies of the Coptic Christian, or maybe cutting the head of one of the prisoners. No. You will see Caligula grabbing net full of fish. Execution, Caligula, how come? He's practicing a nice hobby. He's catching fish. Come on. Fish in that time, inside net, on the plaster of any Egyptian temple, this is symbolic scene for the persecution of the Christianity. You know the sign of Pisces? Inside net? That's the Christianity when they were persecuted by the Romans from 30 AD to 311 AD. The Christians suffered such a long time, chased by the Romans, and persecuted by them for more than 270 years. The first Christian Roman emperor believed in Jesus, and he said, I have to stop the persecution of the Christianity, and I have to believe in Jesus. I have to be Christian emperor. Do you have any idea about his name? Ah, yes. Thank you. Constantine, the son of Queen Helena. Constantine, the first Christian Roman emperor. How long ago? If you said that, I give you candy.
40 something AD.
381, that was the beginning of the Christianity and the main religion for the Roman emperors. 381, Constantine was the first Christian Roman emperor. Before Constantine, that time was such a nightmare for the Christian people. They were hiding, they were chasing, and they were running everywhere. They were slaughtered, they were persecuted by the Romans in every single district in the world. Let me show you the most important scene here, then we leave. Come, please. It's over. What about the Ibis? They are the Lebanese. What about the Moorhead? They are the Jordanian. It's symbolic, it's the code for every society and every nationality. What about, actually, you know, this is like, how they call it here in Egypt, egrets, like egrets. In fact, they are the Phoenician or the Palestinians. So, where is the Roman emperor? Here the man, big man with thick shoulders. He looks very powerful warrior. He's in between all of them, both of them, are helping the Roman emperor, Caligula, in dragging the net from somewhere. That's the net. Something even harder. It's like when you go to Algeria or Tunisia, they speak not pure Arabic, they speak Franco-Arab, half French, half Arabic. That's what the Greek people done here in Egypt. They were speaking in eternity. We have seen that in Kumumbu Temple this morning. No. Excellent. This is number one.
Hello.
Great big time shares approach.
Hello.
تأكل كل شوي.
Listen.
تأكل شوي.
How much you like? I give you price. Okay. Okay, for you.
Just making sure.
Hello, lady. Okay, for you.
Heard some horrendous stories, but it's just got to be.